What's up, YouTube? It's Joel. We've got your update on the fourth stimulus check and the huge trillion-dollar bills, including the $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure deal, as well as the $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill. We have ourselves a deal on the huge $1.2 trillion infrastructure package, and it's set to vote at any time now. But we have a huge roadblock. And I'm telling you, this is huge ahead of us, especially if you're looking for a fourth stimulus check. This is breaking news. Kyrsten Sinema has come out and said that she does not support the reconciliation package at the $3.5 trillion price tag. So not so good news for the Democrats, because they need every vote in the Senate in order to get this passed. We also have Bernie Sanders, who is now pushing for some Americans to actually start receiving Social Security benefits in their 20s. And finally, we've got Chuck Schumer and Elizabeth Warren, who are back on the path for getting the pause for student loans extended and getting actually $50,000 in student loan debt canceled for every borrower. This is your stimulus and economic news update, and I hope you're having a great day. But I just want to say thank you for all those supporting the channel, but we've got a goal to hit. Let's get to 55,000 subs. And once we hit 55,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away another $500 on this channel. In order to qualify, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment on this video on a topic that we talk about. And we're so thankful for everybody that's a part of this journey with us. But please, if anyone asks you for personal info or to contact them on WhatsApp, it is fake. Please don't do it. So Chuck Schumer and Elizabeth Warren and Ayanna Pressley said that a failure to extend the pause on student loan payments and collections, which are set to expire on September 30th, talking about the student loan freeze, could slow the economic recovery. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer actually said in a press conference, to make borrowers repay their debts now would be unfair, would be harsh, and in many instances would be cruel. They have also called on President Biden to cancel $50,000 in student loans for every borrower. Something's going to happen, and it's leaning more towards an extension of the pause on student loans and some form of student loans being canceled. They've been after this for a while. Even the Department of Education asked the White House to extend the payment freeze for at least until January of 2022. So if you've got student loans, this is where you can get some more help and some more relief. But they're pushing for giving people a chance to recover and get back on their feet. The average borrower has to make a monthly payment of around $400. The first step is to keep the student loans paused. The second step for them is to cancel some amount of student loan debt for every borrower. Schumer said that resuming payments would stall the country's economic recovery and could bring millions of borrowers to the edge of financial crisis, and that wiping out student loan debt would help close the racial wealth gap. So this is their opportunity that they've been getting for a long time. They've been wanting for a long time to get some student loans canceled, and it's a lot easier to do it when you don't have people actually paying their student loan debt. So with this, top Democrats are pushing for this, and it's actually helping its chances of getting done, especially when it's coming from the leader of the Senate. Some form of student loan cancellations could be seen in the huge $3.5 trillion budget reconciliation package if it gets passed. But we've got a ton of Americans who didn't go to college, who are wondering why that their tax dollars are going to pay off the student loan debt. So there's a lot coming from every side. But whenever you got the people in charge who are wanting to get it done, when it comes to these bills getting passed, is whoever has enough votes to get them passed. So next, we got Bernie Sanders, who with Senator Chris Van Hollen have introduced a bill. Now this is a mouthful, called the Helping Students Successfully Overcome Adversity and Rise with Social Security Act bill. According to a press release issued by Van Hollen's office, they would extend Social Security benefits to age 26 for students who are survivors children of disabled workers, and eligible grandchildren of retired workers. Right now, those benefits are available only to those that are 19 and under who meet that criteria. This is where we had Van Hollen, a Democrat, who said children who receive Social Security benefits have faced unique and challenging hardships, like the loss of a parent. For these young people, the financial burdens are real, often requiring them to work in order to compensate for their limited family income and stand in the way of their continued education. This legislation would provide the support these students and their families need to remove those barriers and allow them to further their education. It's crucial that we pass this bill to provide greater opportunity and access to college for over 1 million of these young Americans. So with this, they would be receiving Social Security and it would help them out financially considering the circumstances, but it's something that they're wanting to increase because the age is at 19. They want to increase it up to 26, adding an additional 7 years of them receiving these benefits so that they can have a better step in getting into their own lives, their own adult lives, coming from the bad circumstances that they were born into or they come from. Now we move on to the deal that's been made in the Senate. This is pertaining to the $1.2 trillion infrastructure deal. Now remember, we can have this deal, but unless we see the huge $3.5 trillion reconciliation package, there's not going to be a $1.2 trillion bipartisan package passed in the House. The stimulus package with all the goodies is the reconciliation package. Pelosi has repeatedly said that she will put a hold on the bipartisan deal when it gets to the House unless she gets her reconciliation package passed as well in the Senate. But we do have Senator Rob Portman. He's the lead GOP negotiator who said we now have an agreement on the major issues. We are prepared to move forward. The Democratic leading her party's infrastructure negotiations is Senator Kyrsten Sinema. She said, we've got a deal. With most of the bill's text completed, she said she spoke to President Biden, who is excited to move this forward. The White House said that the agreement includes $110 billion for roads, $73 billion for power grid spending, $66 billion for railways, $65 billion to expand broadband access, $55 billion for clean drinking water, $50 billion for environmental resiliency, $39 billion for public transit, and $25 billion for airports. The White House said that the bill will be paid for by repurposing unspent coronavirus relief funds along with what is called targeted corporate user fees, strengthened tax enforcement when it comes to cryptocurrencies. All those Doge people and Bitcoin people don't like that. And economic growth created by the investments. So this is great pertaining to the infrastructure deal, but that doesn't have the Medicare expansion, the Social Security reform, the extended child tax credits, the increased monthly checks for those on SSI, SSDI, and Social Security, the child care credits for parents. And we just got probably the hardest hitting news of them all. This is breaking news. Democratic Senator Kyrsten Sinema, who is the lead negotiator for the Democratic side in the bipartisan bill, just announced that she does not support a $3.5 trillion budget reconciliation bill. This is the Democrats' bill that they would pass with just the Democrats, no Republicans. She said she doesn't agree with its price tag. So right now, no Republicans support the reconciliation package whatsoever. And remember, the last reconciliation package, which was the American Rescue Plan, that was $1.9 trillion that was passed earlier this year with those amazing $1,400 stimulus checks, not one single Republican voted for that package. And so the Democrats need every single vote for this reconciliation package to pass. They cannot do it without her. Sinema, who, remember, she's the moderate Democrat, said, I have also made it clear that while I will support beginning the process, I do not support a bill that costs $3.5 trillion. And in the coming months, I will work in good faith to develop this legislation with my colleagues and the administration to strengthen Arizona's economy and help Arizonans, everyday families, get ahead. So at least it's going to get started. But now we can expect that price tag is going to come down, and progressives, especially Bernie Sanders, are not going to like it because this guy wanted it at $6 trillion. And this literally creates a big obstacle for the Senate and the House because Nancy Pelosi said she will not pass the bipartisan deal without the reconciliation package. And now Kirsten Sinema says she wants a much lower price reconciliation package. But Pelosi already said she wants to tweak that same reconciliation package and make it larger, as well as with other Democrats to add more stuff to it. So what does this mean for a forced stimulus check? Well, there's still hope because they can pass the reconciliation package with stimulus checks, no problem. But they were wanting to do $2,000 stimulus checks for adults and $1,000 stimulus checks for children. Well, those prices are most likely going to drop. They're probably going to be around what we saw earlier this year, where it was $1,400 for adults and $500 for children. Now, there's still hope, but there's a lot of negotiation that needs to take place right now. So huge craziness that is happening between the Senate, within the parties. It's not just about the Democrats or Republicans, it's the Democrats and then people within the Democrats, because within the Democrats, you have the progressive Democrats who are far leaning left. You've got the moderate Democrats that lean towards the center. And then you got just what they say, regular left Democrats that kind of are in the middle of those two. Now they're trying to negotiate to get what they want. And there's some that are saying that, hey, it's costing too much. We're spending too much money. And then the Republicans, well, they just can't do anything about it because they're not even involved in the reconciliation process because the Democrats can do it all alone. They just got to agree together. So let me know how you feel about this in the comment section and we can talk about it from there. But this is huge news we did not see coming. And a lot's going to happen from here. Remember, if you're looking to reach financial freedom, you can start investing. Please, if you're looking to build your wealth and start having your money work for you, the whole point, what I love about America is that anyone can make it. You're talking about a guy who, my dad, he got his GED. My mom just completed high school, but yet I've been able to work hard and invest and grow my finances and actually get to a point where I'm reaching financial freedom. I don't have a big old college degree. I didn't go to no fancy school, but I do got a Webull account. I do got a Robinhood account, and I'm putting money in every single week, and my finances are growing. Plus, these accounts give you actually free stocks that is literally free money. So if you're going to start investing, why not start off on the right foot in the positive? But those links to those platforms are in the description. You can ask me any questions on the channel if you on the comment section if you have any, and I'll do my best to answer them. But I'll go ahead and tell you, I personally invest all my money into the S&P 500. It is basically one stock that is comprised of 500 of the largest companies in the stock market that do phenomenal. If you're in the S&P 500, you have to have a certain amount of returns. You have to be doing well or else they kick you out. So that's why I love being in the S&P 500 because not only is there safety because you're dealing with 500 companies and not just one, but also they have an amazing track record. Look at this chart. They have been going up and it's been great. A lot of people have made a lot of money in this. And why not you? If you have any questions, like I said, those links are down in the description to go and set you up an account and get you started on investing. But I just want to see more Americans reach financial freedom and stop living paycheck to paycheck. But don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all stimulus and economic news that affects you and learn how to build some wealth. This is Joel, True Life Investing. Until next time, peace out.